This video is part 2 of a general introduction to Syriaca.org, the Syriac Reference Portal. Syriaca.org is a digital project for the study of Syriac literature, culture, and history. Syriaca.org has published multiple digital reference works, also called modules. This video describes some of the common features found in all entries of the different modules. In addition to this video, users are encouraged to watch part 1, as well as specific videos for each module. Let's begin now with a look at an individual entry for a place. We'll begin by searching here in the Syriac Gazetteer for the Tigris River. The criteria for inclusion of any specific entry in Syriaca.org is simply that it be relevant to Syriac studies. Relevance is determined either by its mention in existing sources, secondary literature, or the request of a Syriac scholar for its inclusion. Here we see the entry for the Tigris River. The core of each entry is found here, the URI. The URI, or Uniform Resource Identifier, is a unique ID number for each conceptual person, place, or text which has an entry in Syriaca.org. It's important to understand that the URI refers to the concept and not to a specific historical reality. Thus, for example, here in the Syriac Gazetteer, each place refers to a conceptual place, separate from any physical manifestation. Thus, for the Tigris River, even though its course may have changed over time, the river is identified by a single URI, referring to the concept of the river. In the same way, a person known by multiple names would only have one URI. Because URIs and entries describes concepts and not physical places or persons, sometimes overlapping concepts are distinguished with different URIs. Take, for example, Baghdad. As we can see here, Syriaca.org provides 3 URIs, one for the city of Baghdad, another for the region, and finally one for a diocese. In fact, different dioceses from different ecclesiastical jurisdictions are also distinguished. Let's look now at a person entry to see other common features. This is the person entry for John of Ephesus. Here again we see the URI, centrally located. The URI is also the same as the web address for the person record. Thus, if one has the URI, one can quickly find on the web a definition of what the URI stands for. Because the URI is the core aspect of each entry, the purpose of the rest of the entry is to define the concept behind the URI. The guiding editorial principle for Syriaca.org here is not to provide exhaustive detail, but to link out to data. Syriaca.org provides basic definitions, see for example here, which are sufficient for users to then find bibliography and link data on the same page for further research. Given the reality of ever-increasing information on the web, none of Syriaca.org's modules attempt to provide exhaustive data. Instead, Syriaca.org aims to be the first place to begin research, but not the last word on any topic. Looking at this example, we can see that at a minimum, each entry must provide at least one acceptable name for the concept, whether it's a name for a person or place or a title for a work. The name is found here above the URI. In addition, additional names are provided. In every case, the names must include a citation from either a secondary or primary source. Let's see how this works in the case of a literary work. This is one of the lives from John of Ephesus' Lives of the Eastern Saints. Here again, we see the requirements for bibliographic citation, showing the provenance of the data. See the footnotes here. In addition, an extensive bibliography is offered. In each case, items in the bibliography can be consulted in further detail, and when possible, a PDF may be linked when the work is in the public domain. In addition to information for identifying the conceptual entity, entries may contain information about relationships between this particular entity and other entities which have Syriaca.org URIs. So for example, the work 834 has a relationship here with the person John of Ephesus, as well as 4 persons commemorated in the work. Their URIs are provided here. Let's look at one final place entry for Edessa. In this entry, we can see that in addition to linking to URIs within Syriaca.org, Syriaca.org has also attempted to link its URIs with resources elsewhere on the web. Thus, for many place entries, a link is provided to the Pleiades Gazetteer, a widely used Greco-Roman atlas. In addition, some entries may include Wikipedia URIs. It is important to state here that Syriaca.org does not guarantee the reliability of Wikipedia. These URIs are included because Wikipedia URIs are used widely on the Internet. Thus, for example, a Google search for Edessa returns the Wikipedia URI as the identity for the place Edessa. Using Wikipedia URIs in Syriaca.org allows Google to find information within Syriaca.org. Finally, it should be noted that attribution and reuse of data are central aspects to the design of Syriaca.org. At the bottom of each entry is a thick bibliography and a short citation format, as well as a longer citation format that includes detailed credit for who helped prepare each part of an entry. Lastly, users are provided with information about copyright and reuse. All of Syriaca.org is licensed under a Creative Commons Attribution License, which is designed to give it a widespread ability to be reused, both on the web and in print. This completes part 2 of the general introduction video for Syriaca.org. Users are encouraged to consult specific introduction videos for each of the reference works and to consult a documentation page which can be found here, as well as to browse the various modules and consult an FAQ provided for each one. Thank you for your attention. For those looking to reuse this video, it's freely available for reuse under the Creative Commons Attribution License. Specifically, this video is copyright David A. Michelson, 2017, released under a Creative Commons CC BY Attribution 4.0 International License. Screenshots are copyright Syriaca.org and the Syriaca.org contributors, and reused under the Creative Commons CC BY license. Please reuse.